Okay guys, welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. My day's been pretty good so far, and I just feel like recording, and this is kind of a special episode because this one, I believe, will go up on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. See here what that is. The trouble with right.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. I still can't believe he's gone. What do you want to know? His name was Ward Fizark. He used to work in the mines, but they scaled back last year. He was new to hunting, but he was a good fighter. Used to be a soldier. We spent everything on his gear. After a few trips, he didn't come back. Guards say his sandcrawler crew found his body stripped of everything. Nobody saw anything, and most of the other hunters never even knew him. He had just started. I don't trust any of them. But those Gamorreans, they just laugh when they see me. I think they did it. It doesn't matter. There's no justice in Tatooine. I don't care what happens to them. I just need credits. I've got to think about my family, not those vicious pigs. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. Oh no. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please. I guess I don't have much choice in the matter. Here, I'll trust you with it. I'll be here. Please don't take too long. I need the credits. Maybe we can get started again. Maybe.
Alright. I've never done that option before. But, that's interesting. The Czerka Office. The Czerka Office.
나보다 니 winkies 막토마 wanakun best jingpa marulira tok jingbang non kek tok ninja mulira rabes uba batu koji tong nongbong jang yungyang tong katok smakdelia kuya mi juskuna jitanai ina kun ba marulira rajikun slimo patona gundi hadonga jihonkabi 나보다 니 winkies 막토마 wanakun best jingpa marulira tok jingbang non kek tok ninja mulira rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Czerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Czerka Corporation payroll. Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Czerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Czerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Czerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Czerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Czerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. With the downturn in mining, people want any chance at credits they can get. Most wouldn't survive a day, let alone qualify as hunters. The last license issued before the ban was given to a woman named Marlena Venn. She'll do fine. She had a mean streak a parsec wide. She also paid double. Exceptions like this are rare, unless it suits the company to offer them. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
I disagree, but then again, who am I to complain? You're gonna give me the license, you're gonna give me the license, right?
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Czerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sandcrawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Czerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. Czerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary. Farewell. Czerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
So that's interesting. Sure, why not? We're right here.
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable, but I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side, but I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come. We should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Okay.
Achua pengti, yun patisa, di juba jikota naga, kingbu mwa mulira dwana, kingba ni chalora kun.
I forgot about the bounties. I forgot that there is such a thing as bounties on Tatooine.
Kakincha nawabagaon, bagwa shank konti machit Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri ra, tangi wama jiko na, tongki pa nonku nek abog.
And I can't get it yet. You're going to need moisture evaporators at some point. And I can't have it yet.
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes ching pa ma rulira. Tok ching bang non kek. Tok ninja mira ra bes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ma ma rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chikon kabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes ching pa ma rulira. Tok ching bang non kek. Tok ninja mira ra bes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ma ma rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chikon kabi.
I don't like the way that's phrased.
Jawana bota ayuat tahonga cha kanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bungwalia gando do nano chut chut. Musha papangpa pola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira ra best. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira ra bes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira ra bes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira ra bes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira ra bes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira ra chikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi, la boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun best chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyami just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun, slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi, la boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun best chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
I'm gonna save it just in case.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Did he now? That's not what I wanted. The wrong button. Ah.
Yes? Yeah?
Not the way I imagined it going. Not the way I imagined it going, but it did work. So that's good, I guess.
Yes?
Yeah?
Yes?
The cantina. And we want to go over here to the Droid Shop. Or, yeah, way over here to the Droid Shop.
Hey, Bastila.
You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi, doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
I probably should have. Okay, it's gonna let me do it. I was gonna say, probably should have deselected. Bastila, that way she's not here to witness this transaction.
Gee, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. Warehouse workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
That seemed exactly what we needed, was something that could translate into fan people. Let's talk price. I think this is the lowest it can go. Without going to without going to the dark side. But I believe if you do the dark side points with drop the price when you're dead, it'll still remain at 2,500. So let's just try it in case. I don't mind getting dark side points or just seeing if we can do this or not. Yep, dark side points. So that could go as well as we hoped it to be. Alright.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
And we can add him to right now. But I think I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna mix it up. We're gonna go with Bastila and Johanny. Why not? Get a little bit of different flavor in the party for a while instead of Bastila and Karth.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. Come on. All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Alright guys, this sounds like a good place. This is a good place to stop the video here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys would, please consider subscribing. It does help the channel out. And just let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns as always. Thank you guys.